Hello, buenas tardes.
How you doing, girlfriend?
I am doing amazing. How are you?
Wow. Okay. I'm glad to hear amazing. I was just gonna go with, hey, you know what? I'm good, but you're going with amazing. Okay. Well,
I'm really, really tired. I have been on the grind for like 3 weeks nonstop, but I'm happy. Busy's happy. Happy. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, when somebody's too happy with the job is, all this, they're miserable. All right. From Two-Face Entertainment, Frankie Fear is a punk. We got Freddie Fear, Fred Segura.
What's up, guys? Good to see you guys. Hey, you know what? I heard the word amazing, and I was like, hey, wait, I'm not ready yet. No, for real. Anyways, man. How are you guys doing, man? It's good to see you.
Good.
It's good to see you.
All good.
Good.
And we do have a fourth panelist. This guy is a friend of mine. We have a dysfunctional friendship. He is the greatest bald-headed boxing reporter from the Lone Star State, from PYP Boxing, which stands for Putazos y Pendejados. One, Mr. Mark Salinas.
Hey, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man.
How are you guys doing? Mark Salinas. Good to meet you guys.
Hey, good to meet you, man. Good. Welcome to the round table, bro.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah.
Wait. Hold on, Charles, dog. Hey, let them know where you're from, mister.
I am from the Rio Grande Valley, Texas, the RGV, deep South Texas, guys. Where Cholo once resided.
Nice.
For a month, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, so all right. So B stepped off for a second. Let me see. Okay, she's transitioning from her phone to her laptop. All right, so Mark, the Rio Grande Valley, if you guys don't know, that is super South Texas. Many years ago, I went and I stayed there for about 5 months when I was about 16. My family from my father's side that I don't know, they live out in that area. And at one part, I was misunderstood. I wasn't being a travieso. I was like misunderstood. And my mom didn't know what to do with me. And she contacted my dad. And I went to go stay out there for like 5 months, which was weird because I had not seen that man in, I don't know, like 12, 13 years, because I was like a little kid. I was just like, damn. So, lived in Harlingen. We worked in San Benito at CarQuest. went to the racetrack in McAllen, and now Mark thinks him and I are brothers. You know.
Hey, there she is. Good to see you. Welcome back, B. Yeah.
Is she back? B, you back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see
Okay.
me? Can you hear me? Okay.
Oh, we're not streaming you on Friday night yet, so I think she's got a little delay. All right. So anyway, we're gonna get into a couple of things, but first, I actually want to focus on Mark Salinas. Mark, him and I do work. For anybody who doesn't know, I have a boxing channel, Los Tres Chingones Boxing. Mark has a boxing channel, but this guy's making some movidas. He's really getting into the groove of things. Mark, share a little bit what you got going on, brother, because we're gonna get into a couple of things tonight. But I do want to give you the floor, because you're moving up, Holmes. You're moving up. So I want to get this out of the way now before you become too big time for us.
Nah, Cholo, I'm a builder. I'm a home builder, and we love boxing, and we've helped this one kid in the community for a while, as far as sponsoring him, getting him everything he needs to fight and things like that. And the whole city's gotten behind him. I am on the planning and zoning commission there in San Juan as well, but the mayor is involved. We're all helping him out, and we all decided to help him out a little and pitch in and have him not have a manager. You know what I mean? We decided to kind of start a little investment. We called it Momentum Investments. And after this kid gets money, we do a lot of city fundraisers and things like that. We get this kid money, and we ended up fighting him since he was in high school over in Reynosa, Tamaulipas. And he did well out there, and we pushed him for the time being when he was in high school. And by the time he was 19, we had him fighting for the WBC Latin Continental belt. And we lost. He was a young kid. He was only like 20, and the other guy was 19 at the time, and the other guy was 30. So it was a good experience. We got him pretty far. We sanctioned the belt, and as a city, Mayor Mario Garza, Mayor Pro Tem Marky Villegas, great friends of mine. We all helped him out. And, these guys are kind of leaning back on it. They got stuff to do. Elections are coming up and things like that. So I went ahead and took Momentum Investments and put them on there. We're kind of acting as his manager, but not so much. We're just doing a lot of fundraising, making sure he has money. And now we're looking for fights, though. So I am actually kind of living a little bit of a dream out and being able to negotiate for this guy. And this week, I told Cholo earlier, we have gotten him to the Salas boxing gym over at Las Vegas. For those of you that don't know, that's a pretty big deal. That gym has about 5 active champions now and maybe about 15 all time. And he's there right now. And we got some pretty good connections there. And they were able to connect me with a gentleman named Steve Bash. Steve Bash is a boxing promoter in Santa Monica, and he has a yearly presser out there, a yearly cancer function out there. It's called the Butterfly Brawl. It's an annual outdoor charity boxing music festival they have out there. A lot of acts have played there, like the Beastie Boys, Dr. Dre, things like that. And it's basically you pay your way on because it's completely for charity. So I showed up, Cholo, with an opponent in hand, ready to go. I want my guy here. I'm bringing my opponent. We can put him on. And Steve says, yeah, let's do it. You got the money, and it's an easy deal to make. And he tells me it's about a certain amount of money, right, to get him on. And I don't think Steve really handles everything. I called him to Wednesday, and he tells me, it was double the amount that I heard this time, Cholo. So obviously I was disappointed, and I said, well, Steve said this, and Victor, who is his matchmaker and works for ProBox. And he's here in Texas right now. And Victor was like, man, and I'm lucky. I ran into some good guys. And Victor was like, damn, Mark, I'm sorry that you came with an opponent. I literally got an opponent ready. I called Chiapas, Mexico, and I had a guy ready. I worked out the deal. I'm coming with my opponent. I'm buying my way on this card. And unfortunately, it was a little bit high, but I met Victor. And Victor said, Mark, I'm sorry, dude. He said, let me call one other person and see if he'll make up the difference. Nobody's going to make up the difference. This card is good. It's got a bunch of top-ranked fighters and a bunch of Golden Boy fighters on it because it's pay to be on there. It's $10,000 a spot. I'm not going to do that. So Victor was gracious enough to tell me, dude, I'm in Arlington, Texas right now. He says, I got weigh-ins today, which was this morning. And he says, I got some tickets for you. If you can make it tomorrow, we'll sit down. We'll put them on ProBox. So I said, yeah. And then he calls me this afternoon, Cholo. He says, bro, I got you, man. I'm sorry all that happened. I was really excited. I called you immediately, remember? And but listen, man, he's going to do us a favor. We're going to sit down and talk about putting them on ProBox. But he was also nice enough, Cholo, to great guy, man. I can't believe this happened today. He gets me in touch with Jorge Linares today.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
So Jorge Linares works for the WBA, and he's a former world champion for Venezuela. And Jorge Linares has a show monthly in Nashville. It's called Country Box, and it's on YouTube. They got about 10, 15,000 people watching these fights every Tuesday, the first of the month. So we signed the contract today. And we got the contract signed with the gentleman in Mexico. We're going to have a fight August the 4th on Country Box. And that's signed and sealed and delivered. That's done. We're on that card. And it's a guaranteed spot. Even if the fighter loses out or something like that, we do have a little insurance in play where the matchmaker will give us a fighter of our choice. So we're good at Country Box, and they're going to want us back in October because they're so surprised that he's only 20 years old and he's 8-1. And so we got that going. That's really good, man. Country Box on YouTube here, guys. August the 4th, we'll be on there. I'll be able to walk them out, Cholo. Ain't that great? And hopefully you can get out there to see that one. But also tomorrow night, right after work, I'm going to just take a quick 45-minute flight out there to talk to Victor, who just set that all up for me. And also try to slam dunk a deal on the next ProBox event in Arlington, Texas.
Nice. For those who don't know, Mark, he builds homes. He builds homes for a living. He wants me to move out there, but I told him, unless you give me a house, Holmes, if you give me a house, Mark, I will fly out there and you just hand me the keys as if you give me a house. And by the way, this guy builds like luxurious homes. If you guys follow this guy on Instagram, it is like super luxurious homes. And I'm not even asking for that much, Mark. You could take you could skim a little bit off the top. It doesn't have to be that luxurious.
None of it's my money, man. I cater to people with big money, but I usually use their money to build it.
No, well then if it's not your money, it should be easy for you then, Holmes.
Yeah. No, I might need you then. No, bro, I'm kidding. I might need you then, bro. So we're just
But yeah, Cholo, man, it's fun, Cholo. I mean, just how big of a fan I am, dude, and to be sitting there, doing this, and I'm not making a dime. Like I said, we set up this investment fund for him so he doesn't have to worry about things like that. And it's working out, man. We're kind of trying something. Maybe it'll work out. Maybe I think Mike Tyson started off like that with an investment group of guys. And then, Don King came and split it all up and all screwed up. And I believe Sugar Ray Leonard also started off with something like that, or maybe down the line, it was an investment group. And that way you give these guys the liberty to do what they want. You know what I mean? And then, we're fortunate to have the help of Roberto Diaz. So as long as we're paying him the matchmaker stuff, and we can keep him away from all these greedy hands in boxing and just have this investment group to help him out. And the city's, all behind him. I think he'll be okay. The city, we've never had a world champion here. And, we're all boxing fans, that the whole mayor, all of us, in the big, beautiful city of San Juan, Texas. We like this kid, and we got it back. But it's a beautiful thing. Momentum.
That's good for you. That's good for you. Look, Mark and I, we've covered fights. We've gone to boxing events to cover them with credentials. So it's it's our love, it's our passion, but at the same time, we're on the different side of the coin on certain things. B, I want to ask you a question. How much of a boxing fan are you, B?
I don't follow it seems like it kind of in my opinion, the way I see it kind of dropped a lot in popularity ever since like the MMA fights came to the mainstream. Because I remember being a kid, just the preparation for a fight was a big deal. I remember they used to have them just in like certain places. That one tia would always have it. Everybody would get together. It was like a big deal. And I don't know. I don't see that no more. So I don't really follow it too much, honestly.
Okay, good. Perfect, B. I'm glad you said that. We'll get back to that later on. But for now, let's go ahead. And that's nothing against you, B. Nothing against you.
You're making me all hot and blushed and stuff. Did I say something wrong?
No. As a matter of fact, you said everything perfectly right. We're gonna come back to this.
He's laughing at me. I don't know how to feel right now.
No. I think I'm getting set up over here.
It's not nothing with you, B. You're the perfect candidate. You're the perfect candidate. Yeah, I swear, B, you're perfect.
I'm gonna run right now. Whatever you're gonna ask, I'm leaving.
All right. So let's get into a couple of stories. First of all, I do want to say this before we get into it. Hey, R.I.P. Peabo Bryson. I don't know if a lot of people really know who Peabo Bryson is. Yeah. I actually enjoyed his music. Let me go ahead and pass. I know Fred knows who he is.
Yes.
Let me ask Mark. Mark, do you know who Peabo Bryson is?
I mean, did he open up for Selena or somebody back, a Tejano singer back in the day?
Good answer. For those who don't know, Mark is super duper Texan. He is super duper. Okay.
If he wasn't with Super Grupo Más, maybe no. He didn't open up for them. I'm not gonna know.
Do you know who Peabo Bryson is?
No.
Okay. Here's what I think, Fred. Here's what I think. I think if they hear his music, they'll be like, okay, yeah, I know his music, but I don't think they know him by name, Fred. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I have to. Yeah.
Yeah, he sang that Aladdin song with that Regina chick. He sang, if ever you're in my arms again. Take it from the top.
I bet give him a microphone. Where's the lighters?
But a lot of people know mainstream Aladdin, though, right? A Whole New World.
A Whole New World from Aladdin. That was him. Yeah. So no, it's not Peabo Bryson. He has some really good bangers, man. So shout outs to him. Also, I do want to touch on this before I forget. It is September 5th or 6th, 25th.
Oh yeah,
I seen it.
The Stair Climb. It is going down. Mark Salinas from Texas said he's flying out here and nobody will beat him to the top. So it is 1,664 steps of a staircase. It's the largest stairwell west of the Mississippi, 75 stories up high. You are over 1,000 feet above ground, and it is going down to go up. And the only question I have is, who's coming with me? B, you in?
Yeah.
B's in. B's in.
Yeah. I probably won't make it quick. And
That's
I'm taking the elevator down.
Yes.
Pero no me rapo. I'll be there. I will be there.
Okay, B.
Mhm.
What are the chances we get Cupcake to do it?
You
Is,
know
is there
what?
is there good chances?
He's a good sport. Yeah, I think he'll
Okay,
probably be in.
okay,
Yeah,
okay. All right, we could
I'm
I
take
so
think
down, bro.
so.
Fred.
If I can get what I need to get fixed, bro, I am so down. Just make sure there's paramedics on the second floor, because that's about as far as I'm gonna go. No, not for us. No, I am so down, but I'll go up with the. I'll be carrying a parachute so I can just jump off after
Jump
go
down.
down, bro.
Yeah.
'Cause- But
All right, Mark, if you can make it, brother, that'd be cool. So you just climb stairs all the way up to the top, dog, all the way to the top. And a guy like you, you've been working out, Mark. I seen your videos. You've been working out. You're not even sweating, Holmes. It's Manteca that's coming out right now. So you got it.
Yeah, I'm
Look
on
at
day
there's
two,
Cupcake
man.
answering. How does he always get involved?
All right, we got that out of the way. All right, let's get into a story. It's a little serious, but then I want to lighten it up at the end. So just because we're gonna get a little bit serious right now, just because I'm tired of hearing Mark laugh. I can't stand when he has a good time. We're gonna go ahead and get a little bit serious. Stop tuning in. All right. For anybody who's interested, registration starts July 1st. I will be dropping more information on how to register, all that. Let's go get it, man. Let's go get it. All right. So we came across well, actually, let's talk about this first. How much do you guys pay attention to, or did you guys pay attention to when your kids were born, on how the hospital treated your babies? Fred, I'll start with you.
Mhm. Which one of my kids? No, not for us. Well,
There
you
you
know
go.
what? No, I always was really close, bro, with all of them. I I watched everything as they get them, and I cut the umbilical cord and they put them in the little incubator, and then if they moved them out of the room, I followed the baby out of the room all the time, bro. I stayed with them. You know,
Okay. All right.
that was my thing. And yeah, unfortunately, there's a point in time when you got to leave or whatever, but yeah, I stayed with them as much as I could. And yeah,
Okay.
that's
All right.
yeah, pretty much
Uh,
it.
Mark,
Well,
what
me and
when your kids were born, like how much did you pay attention of what they're doing there in the hospital?
you know what? Me and my wife haven't had kids, but we've had all. I mean, the whole family goes when our brothers and sisters and everybody has kids, and I mean, the whole family's there for a long time, and they're away. And I mean, we got special hospitals where they got the whole living situation. They're there for a while.
You know what, Mark? That's pants up, brother. I remember you told me that. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
when we were in
But
Vegas. Yes.
they got
Yeah.
like ridiculous facilities here. I mean, they're they got like a special hospital just for having babies, and my nephews and nieces have been born there, and they're there. I mean, I didn't pay attention though. No.
Okay. Okay. Let's talk to the only mother here, B, who wants two more kids, apparently. Three more kids.
Three
All
more.
at once, like triplets, or three at a
No,
time?
I'll do the whole notions all over again.
Johnny Cupcake, you're a lucky man. How much did you pay attention, B?
Okay. My first labor and delivery was really bad. So
Mhm.
I couldn't. And I mean bad because my epidural was put in wrong twice. I had to go in an emergency C-section after being in labor for about 13 hours. Once I was in the room, getting cut open and everything, my oxygen level dropped really low. My heart level started to drop. The baby's heart level was dropping. Like we were both gonna just die. We weren't gonna make it, both of us. So it was a really, really bad labor. I was super doped out. They kept giving me a lot of anesthesia because my body still kept responding to, the way they were testing so they can do my incision. So yeah, it was horrible. It was horrible. I remember my breathing was so low. I kept telling myself, just listen for the baby to cry, make sure she's okay, and then I'll go. I was ready to just go. I was ready to die. So I
Mm.
remember my mom was in the delivery room with me because I was really, really scared, and who else better than your mom to soothe your fear. And yeah, I remember she kept talking to me. She was real excited. The whole actual birth of that baby was about 3 minutes when I heard her come out. She cried, and that's when I just like let go. They put the little pump on me. It was just bad. It was so bad. So they took me into the separate room for the recovery. And right away they brought her to me. And they wanted me to do skin to skin, but I couldn't even move. And one of the nurses noticed that I wasn't coherent at all. And she started asking me what was the date, what was my name. And I couldn't even answer that. I was like, I don't know. And she was like, you don't know your name? I said, no. She's like, do you know where you're at? Mom, I'm in the hospital. And then she's like, what date is it today? I said, I don't know. So they kept giving me the baby. I couldn't even hold her. Like I was just so like I was gonna die. So they did take her away from me.
Mm.
And I just don't remember anything else that happened after that till I woke up in the morning. It was probably about 8 in the morning because right away we had visitors. Everybody started like it was a party. For everybody else, it was a party, you know? And right after that, my hospital, I delivered both my girls in Pomona Valley. I honestly heard it was the best, from my uncle's wife. She's one of those like nerdy snobs, so I believed her, and I'm very thankful that I did. They let Cupcake stay there with me in the room. They had like a little bed area for him. The baby, they never took her away from us at all. Nothing. She was there with us the entire time. They would come do my test, come do her test, everything. If anything, I honestly would say they over took care of us because I was like trying to shower. They're like, you can't shower. So I snuck a shower. It was cool. My second baby, it was a even better. That one was a really easy. That's why I tell you guys I would do 3 more kids again. It was the simplest
No,
pregnancy.
I mean,
My delivery, yeah,
I can do
nothing
it. No,
comparing to the
from the first
first.
one, from the first
Yeah,
time you did it, why wouldn't you want to do it again? Good gosh, man. Okay,
yeah, no, the second one
so,
was wow. I was like,
so you keeping an eye on them. I mean, the first one,
yeah,
because it was so stressful, you couldn't really see. They took the baby away and did whatever they had to do. The other
yeah,
two, I mean, you're taking us through the labor process, but just were you able to see what they were
yes,
doing with the baby
yes.
or somebody, Johnny Cupcake, anybody?
He did. He
Okay.
when the yeah, well, for both times, the second time he was in the room, so he followed the whole process.
Okay.
And yeah, they were able to do everything in the room with us, so we were watching them like hawks. Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. So the reason why we bring this up, why I bring this up, is because this video that I'm gonna play right now. So I have two sons. My oldest one had complications and he was put in an incubator. My youngest one, that was fast, man. That was I don't even really remember it, but I think I had a good buzz going on that night anyway. All right. So let me play this video right here. Now the video quality is not the best. I had to downsize it and all that good stuff, and there's no music to it. So let's go ahead and let's check it out. This is a nurse with a baby. There's an incubator right here on top, and let's check it out.
Oh shit.
So it gets blurry on its own every time she strikes the baby, and it looks like she's ripping. I don't know. She's ripping something out of the fingers.
She's cutting her nails. Jesus Christ.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah, and if you guys look closely, when she moves the baby around, you could start seeing blood on the sheets.
Yeah, she's cutting the nails. Órale. Shit.
And then she puts the baby back. I don't know where the footage came from or what, but there was a camera there. All right. There's a lot that goes on with this type of stuff. This isn't the first time. B, how often do things like this happen, girl?
Often, a lot. There are so many cases, and it's crazy because these nurses, I didn't know that they actually swore under oath when they become nurses to protect and help out in the whole health industry, right? And it's like, if you already know that you are closely being watched, why do you guys continue to have this behavior towards either elderly or little babies like this, And they catch them time after time after time. There is so many cases. It seems like there's at least one every other month that surfaces.
What is, well, actually, let me pass it to Mark first. Mark, what's your thoughts on that video?
It's real hard to watch, man.
Mhm.
It was kind of like, I didn't really want to look at it. One of those videos that you just, faces of death or something. You really want to look at it because you could tell she could probably hurt that baby pretty bad. You could tell the baby was fearing for his life. And she's, man, I know people have bad days at work, but gee, that's not the type of work you need to have a bad day at. That lady was just shit, man. She must have had a bad day. I don't know, man. That's gross, bro.
It was it as uncomfortable as seeing your boy Chavez Jr. getting whooped?
Nah, that was pretty uncomfortable to watch, man. I really usually turn my head at things like that. I don't even watch horror movies, but that's pretty, man. That's some evil stuff, man.
Fred, what's your thoughts on the video, Holmes?
Man, I gotta say that just like Mark said and B said, it's just disturbing, bro. And you know what, man? I don't care what it is. There's no excuse for that, bro. Like if you're not having a good day, or whatever, and if you are taking it out on at your job, regardless of what it is. In this case, being a nurse with the infants, and you cannot control your emotion or your anger or frustration, whatever it is, you don't need to be there, man. Bottom line, that's it. Because that's a big lawsuit. Not only we can talk about she could get terminated. Okay, that's and she could do time if she broke any bones or anything like that, and everything else. It's a huge lawsuit for that hospital, man. So I think that they should, yeah. I just think people like that don't belong in those jobs, bro. And the unfortunate is that a lot of people are there for the paycheck. They're not there because they love their job. See, that's somebody that don't love their job, man. So
the hits on the head, man. They got a mollera or whatever they call it. The
Yeah.
mollera,
yeah.
They don't even have she was nailing them on the head like chingao. That kid could probably have brain damage already. Man, that was pretty bad to see.
Now we know why some people are pendejos today. They got smacked around by nurses when they were a baby and nobody knew it.
Salinas Valley, that's where I was watching. General Hospital in Salinas, man.
So, to me, look, you're never gonna solve this problem with background checks. To me, it's always got to be, there needs to be more than one person. There needs to be, now it could be 2 people that do it, 3 people that are down with it, right? But that's the better chances of it not happening. That's to mitigate it. Say, hey, you know what? No nurse can be left alone. with a baby or two babies or three
Patient,
babies.
yeah.
There needs to be more than one person. Doesn't guarantee it doesn't happen, but it mitigates it. B, you got anything else on this?
Not on this particular case. The only thing it says was that it happened in April, and that the woman was arrested, and that she was already looking at prison. They weren't sure how long they were going to give her, though. But from the original video, it doesn't even sound like the accent doesn't sound like it's here or Mexico. So I'm not sure what country this happened in. It was Spanish language. It just doesn't sound like Mexican or like the Latino accent we would know. So I'm not sure where this video came from.
Easy B with the racial profiling on the accent, Spanish accent. Wow. Okay. First of all, it's been a while since I seen my boy Lord Spike. What's up, Lord Spike? I love his picture on his thumbnail there. He looks like the big boss man.
He does.
So okay, all this leads to something that I want to throw out there to you guys. All right, to everybody. Okay, and that is it. So I was listening to the radio. Okay, yes, the actual radio, not a podcast, an actual radio station. Like our lovely B here, she's actually from a radio station, from FM. That's right. So, Mark, you might learn a thing or two. Holmes, you're on screen with a star. So I was listening to the radio, and I was in Nevada. And they do this every week. They do this thing called Jerk or Justified, right? And it's somebody that writes them or texts them or something. They text them something. I don't think they actually write them a letter or email, whatever it is, right? And they read it, and then the people there at the station have to report. Do they think that person's a jerk, or do they think they're justified? Now, all I have is a story that was put out there. I don't have any other details. And I want to throw it around to everybody to see what you guys think, because it really made me think about this. Okay, so there's this couple. They've been together for a while. They live together. They're not married. I don't know why she would throw that in there. And they're having their baby. But when it was time to have the baby, she is the patient, right? She is the patient, not him. She is the patient. So thus the hospital has to follow what she wants. She did not want him to be in the room while she gave labor. And he had a major issue with it. Now it's almost a year later, according to her, it's almost a year later, and he has not gotten over it to the point where it looks like the relationship is going to fail. I'll start with you first, Fred. I'll start with you first.
Yeah.
Touching his chest.
I know he's holding his broken heart.
Are you already gonna have a heart attack?
Where do you stand on this, Fred? That's pretty much all the details there is. I know there's we need some follow-up questions, but that's pretty much all the details. We could go through all the different scenarios. Where do you stand on this, Fred? Where it's like she said, I don't want him in here, but we're still good. We're good. What's your thoughts, Fred?
I'll put it to you this way, as a father, bro. Like, you take that away from let's just say we'll stay on the topic of a man. You take that away from a man. That's not something you can make up for, bro. It's a one in a lifetime deal that's going to happen at that period in time. So her stripping that from him, I don't blame him not getting over it, bro. He'd be very hot about it. You took him away from something you can't be. You can't redo that. I don't understand why she would do that though. But yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, that can't be undone no more. That's why. I really don't blame the guy for that part,
Okay. So I mean, where you personally, you're there in the hospital, and then they say, hey, she doesn't want you in there. It's like, what?
Oh,
Oh,
no,
hold
no,
on.
no, 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 no,
Yes,
no,
yeah, yeah, yeah. She knows. She does not want Freddie Fear in there.
no. No, man. Hey, you know what? We both conceived, and we're we have a right to be there, bro. It's a thing. Anybody, bro. I mean, come on. How many people are out there? How many women out there are having kids by themselves, in a sense, And then you have somebody there that's going to be there for you, and you say you don't want him in there? Like, are you kidding me? What comes next from that, man? That's a huge red flag in my book. If you ask me, though, bro, like that, yeah, that's a no go, bro, because it's not like okay, especially if that was their first child. Oh, dude. Oh, dude, that's got to be double the. Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, I don't agree with that, bro.
Yeah,
Okay.
I gotta be a
All
law
right.
against that or something.
Mark, I know you don't have kids, but what's your
Oh
thoughts on
yeah,
that?
they shouldn't allow that. That shouldn't be allowed. Period. I mean, if you can prove that that's your child at that point, probably you can't. But man, that guy's got to be there. You can't take that away from him. It's gonna have effects down the line. The guy's gonna, have feelings towards that woman down the line for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Especially if it's a boy, it's first boy. Ooh.
Okay. B, where do you stand on this? You're the woman here. Where do you stand on this? Why wouldn't she want him? Now, the people are coming up with different scenarios like, hey, well, wait a second. You know what if it's an abusive man? That could have been. You're just assuming. She never mentioned that. They were still together after the baby was born. He's the one looking to end the relationship because he can't get over it. It's been almost a year afterwards. Where do you stand on this, and why would a woman do something like that?
Okay. Was it in the room with her during the wait, or the actual delivery room that he wasn't in?
The delivery. He wasn't there for the delivery. She did not want him in there in the delivery.
Okay.
He didn't get a chance to see his baby being born.
Okay. I'm gonna sit here and be the negative person that I am, because that's my life. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
When I
Well,
went
that's probably not your
when I went into actual labor, I didn't want Cupcake in there either.
Mm.
I already knew he was cheating, because he cheated on me my entire pregnancy, and I couldn't prove it to him. I just knew that's what it was. Okay. He never went with me to no doctor visits. He couldn't. He didn't want to. How could he miss work? This and this and that. Okay. On top of those two things that I was already holding, grudges over. Like I said, my delivery was horrible. It was very bad. I was super scared. I needed my mom, because she already had 4 kids. She had been through these C-sections already. He was doing nothing. At this point it was 3 a.m. He was asleep. I didn't want him in there. I was really, really resentful with him, so I didn't want him in there. And that's it. So I don't know. Maybe that's their deal. I can't answer for her. I answered for me, for my situation, on why I didn't want him in there. It's like, if you didn't care about this kid the entire time I'm pregnant with it, why do you want to see it be born? That's my take.
Yeah, B, but that's your take on your personal situation. Give a take on her situation.
I don't know. Like you said, maybe he was abusive. Maybe he was cheating. Maybe he was giving her more anxiety than she can handle at that time. Maybe they were fighting that day she went into labor. I don't know. There could be so many issues behind that. Maybe he wasn't even the father.
Go for it, Fred. Go for it, Fred.
Or maybe she was cheating, and she didn't want the baby to come out and not be his complexion. She wanted to be sure of that. I mean, that's what I can say. I mean, It sounds corny, man. I mean, you know, it sounds corny, but hey,
here we go.
either
Here
way,
we
she's
go.
still that.
Oh, here we go. Right here. Here we go.
Wow. He's so. Wow.
I don't know if anybody knows that movie, dog. That's me, myself, and Irene. That's Jim Carrey right there. The babies came out black.
Yeah.
With the black dude, and that's why he's like, "Wow, they're so wow." Yeah, maybe that was okay. Look,
Yeah, no, that's what I, you know.
yeah,
That's the only thing that come to mind, you know.
To me personally, it would bother the hell out of me. Now we can make all kinds of assumptions, right? Maybe he was abusive. Maybe there was bad blood in the relationship. Maybe, yeah, maybe we don't know. All we have is the information that she gave. She didn't say they were in a rocky situation. She didn't say they were on bumpy roads. She didn't say they were on shaky grounds. She just said she did not want them in there. So, and he can't get over it. He's the one that wants to leave the relationship because he feels that moment was stolen away from him. And that's one of the things. You can never get that moment back. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand.
No.
I understand she's the patient. That part I do understand. And I don't want to completely paint it with a big, broad brush where it's like, hey, because maybe there is an abusive dude where she's like, hey, I'm not even with the guy. Just because he's the father, I'm not even with the guy. Don't let him in here. That's something a little bit different. But outside of things like that, I don't think the father should be restricted, even if she doesn't want him in there because she feels uncomfortable. I don't think he should be restricted, even though she is the patient. Like I said, unless there's certain situations. But then again, how do you even investigate? How do you even investigate? Hey, you know what? You got to go back into their history. There's a restraining order or domestic violence or something of that sort, or he's cheating, which I'm not even really sure what you do with that. But you steal the moment away. You steal the moment away that will never ever come back. So that part right there, I do take umbrage with. And I know, females feel a certain way, like, hey, they're the ones in there, they're the ones going through it and all that. Yes, not denying that. You're not, not denying that. However, the man is there for a reason as well. That's their child. And it does kind of make me think a little bit that, I don't know, maybe it wasn't his child. And she wants to make sure things come out looking copacetic, to say the least, I would just throw it to you, Mark. If you were in that situation and you were there at the hospital and they were telling you, no, she does not want you in there, what would your feeling be, Mark?
I mean, I really wouldn't mind. No pedo. Go ahead. Hey, what am I going to do in there, man? If something goes wrong, I mean, hey, I'll be out here. I mean, I'll see him the first time he walks in the door. You can have many firsts, bro. I'll see him the first time he comes into my home. What am I going to do there? Like, I wouldn't mind, man. Maybe it's a mother thing that she wants to do it alone with her kid, but it's not going to be alone. There's nurses, things that, what am I going to do? If something goes wrong, I mean, I don't mind.
Yeah,
I don't mind.
We just saw the nurses, man. We just saw them.
Yeah. I mean, maybe her sister, mother, somebody could be there. Honestly, I'm all for maybe, because my dad, pretty much everybody, my brother, nobody's there. I mean, our aunts are there, maybe the sisters are there, but usually the guys are not there. Afterwards, I'll go in there after.
Okay. Well, how about this? How about Mark, you being in there to have eyeballs to make sure they're not doing anything abusive? How about that part?
Plus, I mean, they used to call those people midwives, way.
There you go, Mark.
What are we gonna do there? Hey, you know you love your son. You're out here. You got to make money for your son. You're the provider. Way that's a thing that really has nothing to do with us. Way.
You know, I don't know if anybody caught it, but Mark said, "I'll see him when he walks in the door." So Mark is
That's the first. You know,
Mark is talking about skipping the whole baby phase.
He wants to see him walking.
Yeah. So keep him away from all the crying, all the breastfeeding, everything.
Yeah.
So he himself walks his little punk ass in the house. Okay, that's when I'll see him.
You know, I'm not saying you're not at the hospital and you know there with your brothers and already he's coming, way, you know. Pero pa que me quieres ahí, you know? Hey, I no te cagué palo, I didn't cheat on you, you don't cheat on me, everything's good. What the hell am I gonna make a big deal for?
Suitable for adoption.
Okay, Mark.
Well,
Fred,
Hey, it's a place for your sisters and your mom.
Mhm.
oh man, come on, Mark. Come on.
Yeah.
No, you know what? I have to agree as a woman. Okay, look at even Cupcake put up there. Women, you know, okay, for normal birth, right?
Right.
There's a lot of known women that actually restroom themselves as they're pushing out.
Yeah.
Who I wouldn't want my partner to see that. I've been with him, I've lived with him 21 years, and he still has never even like heard or smelled me pass gas. He will never. I would rather die than to pass gas in front of him or my kids.
Yeah, como que all those first months, that's the woman's job. That whole first month, it's really not the man's natural place, way. Your job is el rato.
Okay.
El
Hang
rato.
on, Mark. Okay, wait a second, Mark. That okay, Mark, but you're skipping to something different. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm with you. The baby is definitely more for the mothers. That I'm 1,000% there with you. I'm talking about just that moment. I'm not talking about the first month,
It's a little bit more serious for the mom at that moment, way. If you're a man, way, you got a job, you got things to do, you got other stuff on mind.
Dan, okay, Mark, but I just explained, Mark. I'm not talking about when they're a baby. That moment, right then and there, that moment, that's something that you're never gonna get back. I'm not talking about the first 2 months, the first 3 months when they're a little baby. Yeah,
There can be a window, and I can be watching, way, from outside. No hay pedo, way. It's not gonna hurt my feelings, bro. It's not gonna hurt my feelings.
Okay, all right. That's Mark. Fred, shed a little light on this, Fred. Shed a little light on this. Am I crazy on this, Holmes? Because that's a moment, dog. You're never gonna get right. You're never gonna get back, Fred. You're never gonna get back.
yeah, you know what? That's one thing though. See, as a father, think you're there in the moment, and then you know, I wanted to be there to cut the umbilical cord. You know, and of course they get the skin to skin, and then you get to hold each other first before any of the tias and families and everything else, bro. Like, nah, it don't, you know, it don't go that way, man. Like that's just a thing, you know. Yeah, man. It's first it's the mom, obviously, and then it's the dad, and then everybody else comes secondary. That's how I see it. I mean, it's not it's not something that he can get back. And I mean, I wouldn't blame the guy if he later on finds somebody else that's going to bring him that peace to where he's going to get to experience that, but he's never going to make it up. He's never going to make it up. And I'll tell you, and then going into like later on and stuff, I was working, and yet I had to wake up and oh, it's your turn to change the baby. It's your turn to give him a bottle. You know, and you take turns with your spouse. You know, and I was working. It's you know, because then when I go to work, she's got it all day. You know, so that's the least I can do as a man, as a baby's father, to get up in the middle of the night. You know, and yeah, I was at work going like, you know, yeah, of course, but it was like, man, you know, it's a job, man. It's really, you know, I don't know. I just see it different, man. I see it different because I got my kids, you know, and I see it that way. Of course, they get older and then they, you know, anyways, I'm gonna go there.
Okay. Look, I'm okay. All right. Everybody's crazy except for me. Okay, look, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Okay, if now, I don't think their relationship is gonna work out. I really don't. I think it's done. She didn't say it was over. She said it looks like it's bothering him so much he can't get over it. It looks like it's headed that way. So, and I don't think it's gonna work. Okay. That says something about how she feels about him. For her now, B, I get you. It gets disgusting in there. I get what you're saying, B. I understand that. I would not want a woman around me who's using the restroom with the door open. You know, it's yes, I'm with
No,
you. You know,
never.
want, you know, I would want my woman to be ladylike. All right. When it's just the dudes, it doesn't matter. It's just an animal house. It really doesn't matter. It's just dudes. You know what I mean? Nobody closes the door to take a piss or anything, right? But so I get that part, right? That's all part of the bond. No. But look, I want to be there for the umbilical cord thing. I cut the umbilical cord twice, right?
Yeah.
That's a moment that again you'll never get back. It cannot be replaced. And her to do that, it lets me know how she feels about him. And I think that's the more important thing. I think what we're missing here is it important that he was in there or not to us? No, what matters is that it's important to him. And if she knew how important it was to him and she denied him that, that's the issue, right? That's the big issue right there. It's not so much, well, you know, it's not like Marcus over there, like, just go drink a beer and forget about it, Holmes. You know what I mean? Watch a little boxeo. We'll be fine, man. Watch me, guy, Chavez Jr. get his ass whooped for the non-boxer, right? It just get over it. Okay, right. Because it's not that important to some people. But if it's that important to him and she denied him that, I think that is the part that we're all missing here. That's going to bring a wedge into this relationship, which I truly believe is not going to work out. B, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeesh. If that was her, like you're saying, that's her. She took that away from him. She must have a reason. There, if it's not gonna happen again, she knows her reasons and she knows what she did. And if he can't get over it, I think we need more content. The whole thing. Why was he not allowed in there? Was she afraid he was gonna come out a different color? Like, what was the reason? I don't understand. No.
Okay. Go for it, Fred. Go for it.
No, never mind. Go ahead. I lost my train of thought. Go ahead.
No, okay. I'm with you, B. It's like, okay, we can only go off of the info that we got. I get that part. Right? But see, here's the thing. She's the patient, so she gets it's her saying. And if she says no, she did not want him in there. For whatever her reasons are, it means it was greater than something that meant, so much to him.
Yeah.
Right. So I think as a man, you want your woman to respect you. You want your woman to treat you a certain way. And if she knew that meant so much to him, and she said no,
jealous,
exactly. There is something there. Forget about the birth. Forget about the baby. Just you could replace it with anything else. She knew it was that important to him.
Yeah, it was very calculating. She didn't care. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So whatever her reason was, it was greater than something that meant so much to him. And I think that is the problem. in this relationship. Dr. Mark, move over, Dr. Phil. Dr. Mark, what do you think about that? It's something that meant so much to him, and she denied it.
It's it's the way you're raised. He probably was raised in a way that's like super important to him. A lot of families have different ways of being, and some things are more important than others, but it's if he was raised like that and that part is very important to him, she must have already known that, because who you with. So
Yeah.
she took it away from him knowing that, chinga, you're gonna hurt him down the line. If my wife knew that I felt like that, she wouldn't deny it for me either, pero she's gonna be super cool with me taking the stand back on, and I'm gonna be cool with it too.
Okay. I think, Mark, I think you touched exactly on that, Mark, that your wife wouldn't deny that to you if she knew it meant that much to you. I think that's exactly what we're touching on. Go for it, Fred.
You know what? Here's the thing too, though, man. The thing that we're it's pretty common to understand. This is gonna be, and I agree with you, Cholo, that it's not gonna work out for the simple fact that the most minimal argument, that situation is gonna come up forever, forever. So if he feels, see, I'm not condoning, but if he wants out of this relationship and he finds somebody that's going to grant him to finally see one of his blood children, biological children, to be born, he's going to be deuces. He's going to be gone. And he's not going to look back. Anything. I'm not condoning that for him to do anything wrong. I'm saying that there's no way to make it up. He's gonna have to find an outlet to kind of close that, because it's just gonna be bothering him for the rest of his life. It's been 1 year. It's not gonna get any better, not even through counseling, because you can't undo it. That's just a fact. She took a lot away from him, and I understand we're living in a world today where it's like, okay, you know what, whatever the situation is, at the end of the day, that was just foul on her part. I'll say that. At the end of it all, that was just foul on her part. And I understand, B, what you mean, because accidents do happen, and your body kind of just goes on its own. But I mean, we're there seeing the placenta come out, and we're seeing all this craziness come out. We're not there to judge you. The woman is doing a beautiful thing for the man. Your child is being born. You're not looking at, you're not going to look at your spouse and be like, oh man, that's it. It's over between us. Like, on the contrary.
But you know what? You're wrong in that. You're wrong in that, because as a woman, right? Everybody talks nowadays, not just women talk to each other. You fellas talk amongst yourself too. There is such a high rate of women that get left after going through labor with their spouse, their partner in the room with them, because of that. And we all know that. That's one of the, I guess you would say, I don't fear being alone. I don't give a, whatever. But a lot of women, it's a known fact that the percentage rate of getting tossed to the side after being in the room with you during labor is really, really high. So although you are sensible and you're saying,
okay, wait, hold on a second. What's really high? It can't be that high, B.
It's high. Look it up.
No. Okay, again. What is high? High meaning in the most percentage?
Yeah, watch. I'll give you a number right now, because I found it so hard to believe, but it's
more than 50% then.
Yes.
More than half.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I want to make sure that reporting right. Okay, so you're saying that simply because they were in the room while she was giving labor, the dude decided to split because of what he saw?
Mm-hmm.
More than 50%?
Yes. Left and cheated on, because now after the impact of seeing everything come out and everything open up and this and that, A lot of men will never see their partner the same again.
Okay. We're kind of changing up the tone here.
No, that's
We're changing
all.
up the
It's
tempo.
all in the study because believe me, I seen all these numbers. I read up on all this stuff because I found it so hard to believe that I fell in that category after being with
Wait.
my man for 12 years. Like, what's going on? You know?
Okay, but let's not change the conversation. Cheating, that's something different. Sure, her body's not the same anymore. Things of that sort. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking
No,
about
leaving. Mhm.
okay, that's what I'm saying. So because they were in the room, they saw the labor. So we're saying across the United States, most men that see their child being born leave because of that.
Really? That's new to me, bro. That's new to me. I mean, but then again, okay, let me say this. What kind of men are these women picking, though? You know,
They're out there.
and
They
again,
are out there.
the men, as a man, and I'm gonna stand up for this. As men rule the world, let me put it to you like that.
That's right.
And a man should understand. A man should understand what he's gonna go in to see. It's come on, man. This ain't, come on. I think part of it's an excuse already for some of these guys. If it's over 50%, I say a lot. I say at least 30% of them or 35% of them are I already know. Come on, man. It's like you're not gonna walk into a slasher movie and you go, "Oh, I don't want to see no blood." Come on, bro. Come on. You're gonna see all this stuff open up, man. Like it makes no sense to me.
Mark just said he doesn't watch scary movies because he can't stand it.
Nope.
60% of relationships due to postpartum.
60%.
Telling you, I read on this. I read on all of this.
60%. Okay. Oh, all right. So, because I need to know the whole study. So we're talking about all relationships across the country. They
60%, will not make it.
They go in there as a couple or married, and because the guy sees her in labor, 60% leave. And is it then and there? How do they prove that? That can't be true.
During the first year, it's done.
60%.
Read up on it. Read up on it. I promise to God, it's a thing.
Okay.
So only 40% of marriages make it.
That's why when I think my friends are on here that just had a baby. I told them.
They just had a baby. Their hormones are all over the place. Here's what I'm saying, though. Here's what I'm saying. So exactly what Mark said. So 60% of marriages or relationships fail because you're saying in the first year.
Within the first year? Yeah.
Okay, that's why I'm saying, how do they have the study that it's because they saw the labor?
Oh, because the numbers are there. They take I'm not prepared with that right now, but I've read about it, and more than half of the men say they never see their spouse or their partner the same again. I promise. We could do a whole show on this next Thursday if you want. I promise.
Okay. I can understand the first year. That part I definitely 100% buy. The reason is because there's a newborn crying baby, and it's like, oh, you get up, no, you get up, you get up, and it brings stress to the relationship. That part, yes, I can definitely see maybe 60% in the first year because you got a newborn, it can't walk unless you're Mark Salinas. He doesn't want the baby around until the homie
so he comes in walking
with a tall can. So that part I can understand, but to say that it's simply because they saw their baby being born, that part to me, that part's a little bit far-fetched. And like Fred said, if that is true, I think that relationship was in shambles already. I just
Yeah.
I don't see that
Yeah,
that the
those are, I would see that as an excuse. I think so. Because it's like, you wanted to be in there. We created this life together. Instead of you being there to support me while I'm going through my notion, you're worried about what it looks like. And then, you're not the same no more. I can't bear to look at you. Get out of here. Like, so stupid.
Troops, my boy. Just
Put
my
some
boy,
lip gloss on, Cinderella. No, just kidding.
just like Droops is saying, no, it's the postpartum depression. They get crazy afterwards. That's why I'm saying after like the year, that part I buy. The part I don't buy is because, damn, I just saw my baby being born.
Yep.
And I don't want to be with her anymore. That part I don't get. Mark, where do you stand on this, Holmes?
Man, I don't know if that's a high number. That's a high number. I mean, I don't want to say it's not accurate, but you're only talking the first year. People who get divorced within the first year, 60% of it is because the guy was in the
labor and delivery. Mm-hmm.
Well, then they shouldn't be going in there anymore, and we'll have more marriages that survive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I hope that if you're Catholic, don't go to in there because we care, but we're not supposed to get divorced. So, Catholic men do not go into the labor room.
Because look at either form, the woman delivers, right? You can either do it naturally. Okay, what happens there? Everything's like shot out, big, scary. Okay, if you do C-section, okay, I've heard they pull everything out, put it on top of your stomach while they're pulling baby and helping baby, and then they put everything in. Okay, I've heard this from 3 different men that have seen this with their own eyes because they're like looking through the little sheet that they hang up. Okay, so either way, it's messy and it's ugly and it ain't cute. So then why get all like touchy and disgusted and oh my god, it's still your wife, she's still cooking tortillas for you and everything else. What are you scared of? I don't get it.
Yeah, if I decided, like, you know, say we did, you know, have a kid here or whatever, and I was in there, I don't think seeing her injuries like that would make me think anything different of her.
That's the last thing on a man's mind. You're focused on the child, what the woman has to go through at the end of the day, whether it's a C-section or natural birth. And I'm saying, like, come on, man. If I mean, come on. If I'm there and I'm like, oh man, she pooped herself. Hey, you know what? Hey, that's it. We're done. I'm out of here. Like, no, it just sounds funny to me, you know, like they just don't sound right. You know, I can understand, you know what? I just think that a lot of that too is just like you said, and like I think we all agreed, it's just an excuse. Be like, oh man, you should have seen that, bro. A lot of these guys go off into other relationship and have more kids. Are you serious? So they're gonna keep doing this, you know?
Okay, all right. See, this is one of the reasons why I don't believe this. This is the reason why I don't. And Bronco Studa, I like what you said. And you know what? Maybe we're onto something. Maybe this Haina thought she was saving her relationship by not having the vato in there, right? She probably read this study, B, and she's all like, "Yeah, no, man, 60%. He's gonna be part of those 60%." Okay, here's one of the reasons why I don't believe this. Like you said, B, well, first of all, B, you said she's still your wife, she's still cooking tortillas, but is she still making them as good? Here's the reason why I don't believe this. Because I've never heard of this. Now, let me explain what I mean by that. Vatos talk, man. Dudes talk, you know, there's guy talk, you know what I mean? And the vatos chop it up like, yeah, nah, dog, you know, she this or she that or whatever. I've never, ever came across a vato, a homie, anybody that said like, you know what, dog? Nah, homie, if you saw what I saw, damn, ain't no going back. You know, I've never heard that. Now, what the other stuff, B, That I have heard. Like, oh, dog, man, she was crazy, man. And, always the baby crying, her wanting to push it on me all the time. And then her yelling on top of me. And that, yes, that I have heard. Where it's like, you know what, childless, dog, I'll just be there for my kids and everything because she's crazy now, man. You know what I mean? That, yes. But the other stuff of like, man, you know what? I'm traumatized. So, I mean, man, you ever seen that? Just like, boom. Like that, no, I've never ever heard that, which is why, and vatos would tell each other something like that. If that were the case, some guy would have heard that. Someone, somewhere, somehow, in a conversation, drinking a pizza with Mark, with his kid that he doesn't want to see till he's walking, would have heard that in a conversation. All that other stuff, that's why I do believe it. Okay, the baby's born. The first year is real hard. She's crazy. She's nuts. Oh, dog, she's insane. She yells. She's screaming. She's, I just can't take it, dog. You know what I mean? All that, yes. Heard all those horror war stories. Never, ever once have I heard, oh, man, I just can't see her the same, man. You know what I mean? And then for the dude to go and get some other chick pregnant. Like, no. I just...
How do you track that? Like, how does that get tracked as a reason? Like, because you get divorced, you got to give a reason.
Too much blood, he says right here.
I mean, I guess that they have to put that down as a reason. On
too much blood.
Paper,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm having a...
It's a thing, I promise. It's a thing.
Go for it, Fred.
I knew one guy that did not go to his child's birth because he said, I'll pass out if I see blood. That's what he said. And this dude has 5 kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I thought that froze.
Oh, no, okay. We got it. We got the message.
As Fred said, yes, I have heard that. I've heard guys say that they don't want to be in there. Like, nah, I don't want to be in there, man. To them, it doesn't mean anything. They don't care about cutting the umbilical cord. There's guys that are like Mark said, what am I going to do in there? You know what I mean? It's not like going to a pit stop at a NASCAR race, right? And just jumping over the wall and just saying, hey, guys, what's up? It's like...
Your comparisons are always so sweet.
It's just like, hey, guys, what's going on? They're working. They're trying to get the car back out on the track. Hey, what's going on, fellas? Right? Like, why are you in there? So I get that part. I get that part. There's guys that choose not to be in there. They don't want to see all that. And so I get that part, but I don't think 60% simply for that reason.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's a thing. No. Let's study on it and we'll do another show later on down the line. I'm telling you, it's a thing.
Okay. All right. Let's put fear on the case. Fred, I want you to go and just start interviewing at bars. Yes, at bars when they're drunk. Mark will tell you where they're at.
Could you imagine, bro? Like, hey, somebody showed up to the barbecue, start opening the tall boy and be like, hey, so where's your old lady at? Oh, she's in labor, bro, right now. Just like, no, like, I don't know.
Hey, that would be better.
I mean, come on. Oh, like, I don't know, dog.
That would be better.
I think the proper place is in the waiting room, man.
Yeah,
in there.
Okay. I respect it.
And then for a C-section, what do you even need? That's already an operation. You shouldn't be in there.
For me personally, first of all, I'm not having any more kids. So if somebody tells me that they're pregnant, I'm faking my death and I'm gonna go live with Tupac and Elvis. But for me personally, it was a big deal. I wanted to be in there. Yes. I wanted to see my son's born. If a man does not want to see that, I'm not coming down on homeboy. That's cool. You could hang out in the waiting room, pop the bottle when the baby's born. You could wait for cigars. You could wait till the baby walks, like Mark said, and that's fine. That's fine for me. But for me personally, I need to be in there, man. Charlie, I want to see my kid. And I'm not looking down on any other dude that says, nah, I'm good. I'll just wait outside. That's cool, homie. Do your thing. But my thing is, I want to be in there. I want to be in there.
Yeah.
So, and if homegirl denies me that, yeah, there's a big issue. There's definitely a big issue. So, all right, guys, we are coming to 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, Mark. 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, Mark. You know, a real time zone, by the way. Mark. A real time zone that people care about. Okay, I don't hear anybody talk about Central Time. People talk about Eastern Time and Pacific Time. So I want to circle back on this a little bit. Fred, Fred, dispense that dog that you're here to, to see bullets fly. All right. B, so you're not the biggest boxing fan, right? You already laid that out. Okay, no. B. Okay.
Not
do you know who Canelo Alvarez is?
Yeah, I know who that is. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Do you know who David Benavidez is?
No, I don't.
Okay. That's the right answer. That's the right answer.
Like, should I know who he is, or are you gonna quiz me? I'll run right now.
No. B, you did great.
Okay.
You did great. This has actually nothing to do with you. I just knew that you weren't that big of a boxing fan. Mark is over here saying that we have a new face of boxing, and you're like a super underwhelming casual fan. It's about that. But David Benavidez, he's the new face of boxing. He made a video attacking me.
Wow.
On that, Mark.
It was a sales job. I was selling you the idea that this man is definitely the face of boxing.
And is he, Mark?
He is. Absolutely.
Mark, we just proved it right now, Mark. We just proved it right now that he's not.
And I take that as a valid test, and it failed. But I do feel we need at least 5 random tests and see where we get the numbers. This is not fair here. Maybe we can use the chat, and maybe they'll tell us.
Okay. All right. Everybody on the chat. Who's a bigger star, Canelo or David Benavidez? If you even know who David Benavidez is, Mark. They don't know, Mark. They don't know. Like,
we're waiting. We're waiting.
We don't need to wait, Mark. We don't need to wait. He's not the face of boxing, dog. He's not. He's 28 years old. The guy fights 3 times every 2 years. He fights. We can't going through his resume, Mark. He's not the face, Mark. He's not the face. He doesn't even come close.
Okay, I see him here. Yeah. Okay, I never even knew who this guy was. I've never seen him in my life. I didn't even know you could see. Yeah, no, I don't know. I wouldn't trust him.
Oh,
there he is.
Talk about the setup.
Yeah. No.
There he is, the face of boxing.
That's the face.
Yeah.
No, I never heard of him before.
Hey,
and the worst part about it is the sincerity, in her voice. He has no idea who the hell this guy is.
He has cool grills though, or whatever, mouth guard. Look at the Mexican flag.
Go for it, Fred. Go for it.
I'm speechless.
How many men do not watch boxing or MMA due to the sight of blood? I'm just saying.
There's gotta be a percentage.
Yeah. There's a couple of dudes out there, man.
Denise got. We got to vote with Denise.
Mm-hmm.
Denise Castillo's voting Benavidez.
Oh God, she probably just looked it up right now.
Remember the Creed movies or something?
Yeah.
Creed?
Whoever you are.
Okay. In the last Creed movie, his older brother, Jose Benavides Jr., he was in that movie. Not even David. He didn't even care about David to even put him in the movie. He wasn't in it at all, dog. Oh man. This was good. This was good. This was good. Hey, speaking about seeing things, you guys seen any good movies while we start wrapping it up? Because I saw something really good over the weekend. It was awesome, man. But Fred.
No, you know what? I saw one a while back. Titled Crime 101 about a jury who robs a juryman and stuff with the guy that plays Thor, bro, Chris Hemsworth. Yeah, man, that's a real good movie, bro. That's a really good movie. Him and Halle Berry. Yeah, I highly recommend it. Crime 101.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Mark, you seen anything that you will recommend?
Movies lately? Yeah. Shit. I saw Michael. I don't know if that's freaking awesome. Gosh, what else did we see, me and my wife, recently? You know what was horrible was that Duno movie on Netflix.
Oh, Clica.
Chingawe, what a fucking horrible movie, man. Holy shit.
Wow.
Okay, I watched it.
That was the worst movie ever made in history, dude. Chingawe.
No.
Oh my.
No, it's not. No.
It was bad, dude. It was pretty bad, man.
Fred, was it that bad?
No, I don't think so. It wasn't. I'm not gonna say it was great, but it wasn't like that bad. I mean, you know, it was an independent film. It wasn't. I didn't think it was
like a Lifetime Cholo movie.
Well, you know,
it was like a Lifetime Cholo movie.
I don't even know about that, dog. Okay, I wouldn't call it that. Look, I thought it was okay. I'm not going to say it was terrible. It was watchable, but no, I don't think you need to watch it. It wasn't that good of a movie.
But Michael's good, though. Michael is good. It's got I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's not what you think. It's not a biopic. It's specifically about him and, you know, trying to rip away from his family and get going on his own thing. It's a good movie. It's not a biopic. Some people think it's going to be a biopic and they don't like it, but it's a good movie, man. It's just about him trying to pull away from his dad and from the Jackson 5 and get out there and do his own stuff. And it's a really good movie. And the performance from his nephew was on point, man. I liked it a lot. I haven't seen a good movie like that in a long time.
I'll make my way to watch it.
You weren't talking about the movie Michael with John Travolta, right? No,
the movie Michael Jackson, the movie about.
Oh my!
I've seen that too. It was shot in Texas.
Because they're
okay, Mark, that's a terrible movie. That's a gosh awful movie. That's a terrible movie. That's a terrible movie.
I enjoyed that one.
All right, B, have you seen anything that you recommend? And then I got a follow-up question for you.
No, I don't. I haven't seen anything.
Okay, so let's just go to the follow-up question. B, what is the best chick flick movie?
The Sweetest Thing.
The Sweetest Thing. Okay, I never heard of it. Is it like a mainstream movie?
It's old though. It's like 25 years old, maybe. It's with who is it? I think Cameron Diaz and Christina Applegate. Yeah. It's an older movie. Yeah. I like it. I mean, it's, they're like 3 roommate chicks and they're just dating out and about and they're like hood rat activities, but they're like real close. It's a real good movie, I think. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. B, I'm asking for the best chick flick. You're just kind of like, it's all right. I'm asking for the best? Is that the best?
Mean Girls. That's the best chick flick.
Okay, with Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Mhm.
I haven't seen either one of them, but okay, all right. So if you had one chick flick, what about a chick flick that you would recommend for a guy?
Geez. A chick flick for a guy. The Notebook.
I'm kidding. That's
Oh,
I have never seen that movie, but chicks
Mhm.
tell me that that is their favorite chick flick.
Oh, look at Waterworks for sure. That's if you have a heart. If you don't, you'll just be like, this is weak. Yeah. hmm
Is the movie not about her cheating on her dude?
No, so it's
Okay.
about how
Okay.
like fate just keeps uniting them, and like they come from the different sides of the track, and it's just a really, really good story. And
I've
yeah,
sat
like
through that. I've sat through it 3 times. It's pretty brutal.
yeah.
Pretty
Then the
brutal.
end, like the end, she catches the Alzheimer's, so he's like reading to her stories of their past, and it's just oh my god.
It's a bunch
And then
of
they
letters.
die together. Oh my goodness, yes, it's so sad.
I'm ready to cry now. Well, Mark,
Yes.
Mark, give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts on the movie, Mark. Give me your
I've
thoughts on the
seen
movie.
that movie. It's pretty brutal to get through. I've sat through it 3 times with my wife. It's just a bunch of reading letters to each other. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Horrible.
Gacho, güey. It is brutal, cabrón.
I tell
But if you
women.
you want your, I don't know. I've not met one girl who doesn't like that movie.
Right, right. That all the women speak highly of that movie. I tell women this all the time. I tell them this: look, I don't need to watch any other chick flick because I've seen the best chick flick movie of all time. None of them will top it. So there's no need for me to watch any chick flick whatsoever.
What
Fred, do you know
movie
what
not-
movie I'm talking about?
Thelma and
no,
Louise.
but I can go ahead. Go ahead.
So you guys think I'm joking around? I'm not joking around. I'm actually being sincere here.
Yeah, I'm guessing Thelma and Louise.
No. Come on, man. The two chicks, dog. They should have been lesbo for each other. No, man. No, I'm talking about Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore in the movie Ghost.
Oh
It will
my
never
God.
get better than that. There is no need for anybody to try to get this vato to watch another chick flick because it's never gonna top that. It's all over. Bam. That's
That
it.
was a good movie. We
They
had Big
killed
Whoopi.
Sam.
You know-
That's it.
Yeah,
He's gone.
You know,
we had Big Whoopi on that one. We had Big Whoopi. Now she's Little Whoopi.
Big whoopee. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
you know which one? Warriors, bro. The Warriors.
The Warriors
No, not the
with the
Warriors.
Lizzie. With the Lizzies. Oh man. All right. Good one,
Oh.
Fred. Good.
It goes right. That girl ends up going with Swan, right? What
Yes.
was it in the movie? Okay,
Yeah.
and see, and then he takes her all the way back to Coney Island. That movie is proof that men just lead, bro. That's it. No, not for I'm kidding, though.
That is pretty good. I kind of like the comparison there, Fred. That is pretty good. That's pretty good.
Stick with me. I'm gonna lead you, and I'm gonna get you out of here, and that's it. You know. And she followed him all the way back to Coney Island.
I like when they're in the subway and she's begging him for sex. That's a touching scene right there. All right. Before we wrap up, I want to go ahead and I want to mention this real quick. Over the weekend, there was Lucha Libre, AAA. Now I know nobody's a wrestling fan here. I am, but there was something so special that took place in Monterrey, Mexico. El Grande Americano versus the original El Grande Americano. I just want to shed a little bit of light on it. It was the greatest match, one of the greatest. It will stand the test of time. It was so beautiful. It was awesome. That was lucha libre. That was wrestling at its best. I got into wrestling because of my abuelita, who used to make some bomb ass chorizo con huevo burritos. Oh,
Mm.
God bless her soul. She was the only wrestling fan. I sat down with her. I watched wrestling and been a wrestling fan ever since. It was so damn good. Just their entrances, everything was just picture perfect. Wow. A chick flicks never made me cry, but that made me cry that night. And I also want to give Sapo Verdes to my mom. She's it's her birthday. So I'm gonna be over there on Saturday. Yeah.
Mom, yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna go over there and we're gonna beat her up. That's what we do for birthdays, right? So, ooh, Top
What?
Gun. That's not too quick.
I just had a birthday on.
You had a
I just
birthday
had my
when?
birthday as well, man. It was
That's
awesome,
right.
but it,
That's
I just
right.
had.
No, that's right.
Okay.
That's right. No.
No, that's cool. Wait,
Yeah,
that's
no.
it. Go on. No,
No, that's right. Right. Yeah, no, Fred always needs to make it about himself. His birthday was earlier this week. I saw that, Fred. No,
Happy
hey,
birthday, Fred.
Happy birthday, Fred.
man. Hey,
And
Thank
now
you,
he was
thank
a
you.
chance
No.
lady. Happy birthday, Mrs. Mother of Cholo Trucker.
Mrs.
No,
Trucker, yes.
Feliz cumple a los dos.
thank you. Your mom's birthday is when, bro? Today or on Saturday?
it's actually next Tuesday, but I'm gonna be busy next weekend, so we're gonna celebrate it this weekend.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. When you said Saturday, I thought it was probably birthday then, but no. Yeah, so it's yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah. But in all realities, Fred, in all realities, brother, happy birthday to you, carnal. You know the definition of carnalismo, unlike somebody else on here who's wearing a hat forward. You know what it's like to be a brother, man, and I appreciate you on that one, 100%, carnal. The other person, just it's such a dysfunctional.
I got set up
Yeah.
here.
That was so good.
Oh man.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, with all that being said, hey Mark, anything else, brother, you want to go ahead and throw out there of anything else that you're doing before we wrap it up in a minute or two?
No, guys, remember Country Box, August 4th. Esteban Ali Garza, 8-1 right now. He's headed to 10-1. Hopefully by the end of the year, man. And look out for PYP Boxing out there. They got a great reporter, Chinga.
Okay. All right. That was your time. I will leave the link. If you guys want to check out his channel, I will say he is a good boxing reporter. Mark is a really, really good boxing reporter. I mean that sincerely.
We got a couple more in the chamber there as well over here at PYP Boxing. So they're coming out. They're coming out for you.
and they're good. And if you want to see another interviewer, but that's professional, you guys can go to Los Tres Chingones Boxing, where I interviewed boxing historian. My interview, by the way, Mark, with boxing historian David Martinez. All right, and Mark, you're one of the best interviews. You do it right, brother. It's just your boxing takes no bueno, carnal. Okay, so Fred, what do you got coming up this weekend, brother?
I'm going to actually this weekend I'm playing low a little bit, bro. But I'm gonna be putting out some content tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow, or well, around midnight if that, or tomorrow sometime. Yeah, I'll put up some content on my channel. I'm gonna be laying low this weekend, bro, for a little bit. Tomorrow I'll be doing everything tomorrow that I need to do, and then Saturday I'll lay low, and then Sunday will be a whole nother day. But yeah, I just got to catch up on stuff, bro. It's gonna be pretty. Definitely.
What do you got going on, sister?
Eesh, I have a lot. So no radio, guys, for me tomorrow or next Friday. I'll be back till the 19th. And I'm actually gonna have a boxer on that night, a little young girl that I'm really excited to cover up at the station. So if you guys have a chance to listen in, I would appreciate it.
When is this?
On
When
the
is this?
19th, 2 weeks
On
from
the
now on
9th?
Friday. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I'll be putting the promotional flyer and all that stuff so you guys can remember. But yeah, tomorrow I want to go visit my friend. I have a friend, a social media friend that I've known for about close to 4 years. I've never met him in person, but he had a stroke and he's in recovery. So I feel so bad that I haven't, I'm just so busy. I haven't made my way out to meet him. There's been different invitations when they get together, watch games, this and that. He wanted me to meet his pastor, and I just can never make it. So I'm taking the day off tomorrow to go meet him. Um, hopefully he gets better soon. If you're watching, I'll be there. And I'm trying to make it out to Snow the Products concert that she has Saturday morning here in LA. There's also a book read on Sunday for the girl we just interviewed this week on the radio, Lupe Montiel. There's a movie release that I think I might be able to make it to. We're sponsoring me and Cupcake separate sponsorships, me with the podcast, him with the photography. It's the Watermelon Festival out in, I believe, Ventura. It's going down Saturday and Sunday. We're just sponsoring. We're not going because we have all this other stuff going on. And then next weekend, I'm back to Phoenix with the Latino Fashion Week out there. So I'll be going with Classic Image. And that's what I got going for the next 2 weekends. So I'll see you guys on air on the 19th.
All right. Interviewing a boxer, but it won't be David Benavides. That won't get you any ratings. It won't be any. Okay. So wow, you got a lot going on, B. See, that's how we do it over here in the Pacific coast, not over there in the coast of Gulf of Mexico.
The third coast.
Oh, wait. The Gulf of America. No, I'm kidding. I'm just trying to be funny again.
Mark, my brother, gracias, carnal, for being on here with us tonight, carnal. And
thank you, guys. Thank you.
We will be doing some boxing. I'm glad I made my point here, man.
Oh man, I got something stored for him. He got me good.
All right. As far as myself, for the month of June next week, we'll probably do Member of the World. I'll be dropping a little bit of contact here and there, but I don't know. I'll see what's up. But I will be traveling a little bit, but that's in a few months. Anyway, with all that being said, that is our lovely one, Miss Becky Lopez. B, you guys can go ahead and catch her on 101.5 FM. Not this Friday, though. Wait till she has the boxer on, a real boxer.
Yes.
That is Fred Segura from Two Face Entertainment. That is my brother from South Texas. He'll let you know that right off the rip, man. Go check him out. PYP Boxing. I will leave the link pinned in the comment section. He does a lot of good work over there. I don't know if it's as good as mine on Dos Tres Cincones Boxing, but we'll leave that up to you guys. Cholo Trucker, we'll catch you guys in 2 weeks. Gracias for tapping into the roundtable.
Thank you, guys.
Good night.